on, Porteno. Don't get greedy.
Greetings, Tenno, and welcome back to Warframe TOG. This is a series of streams where we take a new account all the way from the beginning of the game to a point where the new war and beyond. Now, this is aimed at beginners and at experienced people who find it hard to get through certain content because they may not have the fastest reflexes, or they might be older and have arthritis like I do in all my fingers. I'm in my mid-60s. Or they may be colorblind, or they might have some problems spotting things on the screen, especially when it gets to be as busy as this one. We are in Act 3. We've been doing quite a bit of Warframe since almost a week and a half ago. It feels like forever. 10 days ago, on Friday, the 18th of October, we did our first stream with this and started from the very beginning. Act 1 was everything up to and including the Nata quest. Act 2 was the Second Dream and the New War, and the War Within, which was the introduction of spoilers into this game, and pretty much everything after will contain spoilers. We cannot avoid them because we're in content that requires us to use things we got from those two quests. Act 3 is the long one. Act 3 is going to cover everything else between the War Within and the New War. There's a lot to cover. I have made a preliminary list of things that need to be covered in a rough order, although that's going to change based on a lot of different things. And I realized I am going to need some platinum. Now, if I had time and I was taking this a lot slower, I would be using Warframe.market and Frame and doing some trading of prime parts for platinum. I don't have the time. So I did something. Last night I got a 50% off coupon for platinum, and I bought 2,000 platinum. I had already bought 100 platinum because I needed to. I was already at the point where my 50 was about to run out, my initial 50, and that was another $5. And then I also, just before I started this stream, I purchased for 99 cents, which is an incredible bargain, the Gunblade package that's available. You don't get any platinum for that, but you do get the Redeemer, which is an excellent Gunblade. Its stance mod, a couple of decorative things, and a 3-day affinity booster. Also the platinum came with Animal Instinct, which we already had, but it came also with Seeking for Fury, which we did not. And I guess I get 2,100 platinum instead of 2,000, so that's fine. But as you can see, I now have in my account that 3-day affinity booster, which we are going to be very happy to have, because tonight we are going to start working on Wukong, which should be ready for us to claim. And on Friday night, we should be able to claim both Bolt and Mag. Both of those are in the queue. If we look at what's being built, okay, we have a former we can claim, and I'm claiming it because we need it. We have Helios, which is a brand new companion. I'm claiming that. Okay, Volt and Mag are still our stuff. We need more ciphers. And before we go anywhere else, I'm going to actually go down to our clan and get the 10. I don't know if I can afford the 10 times cipher one. And we're going to get Wukong. Wukong is our Monkey King. He has some very, very interesting things, but one of the best things he can do is our spy missions. I'm going to build another energy restore. So we need more money. That's one of the first things we're going to do, and we're going to take Wukong into that. Wukong has a good amount of survivability, even with just this one. And we're going to rank him up that way instead of the usual way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Wukong. I'm going to wait before I do that, make sure I'm in the right loadout. I am in my Rhino loadout. I don't want to change that loadout. I want to go back to my default loadout. So I'm going to set that as my current loadout. It's always good to have one loadout for leveling or miscellaneous stuff. I actually have one more open slot that I could put Oberon into because we've been playing around with him. But instead, I'm going to bring in my Wukong. Where is he? There he is. Hello. Okay. Now the Gunblade. The Gunblade is a that's actually a melee weapon. Okay. The Redeemer does need to be ranked up, unlike the Airlock. So we will do that. But I want to keep Broken War on right now because we're going to be doing a lot of melee. And when I finish ranking up Wukong, we'll worry about ranking up the Redeemer. The main use for a Gunblade actually comes in missions where you can only bring in like a melee weapon, but you really need some ranged offenses. There are other melee weapons that let you do that too, but the Gunblade is actually very good for this. So our Wukong is unranked. And I don't believe I have an Orkan reactor for him. Oh, I do have an Orkan reactor. Oh, that's right, because I knew I needed it for him. So I am going to put an Orkan reactor in him, because Wukong is worth ranking up pretty far. Now, that might be a useful thing later on for this. All right, so the first thing we need is an aura. The only aura that we really have that makes any sense right now is the Dreamer's Bond. Neither of these two auras actually match the polarity, but this one works with any polarity. So if I put the Dreamer's Bond on there, we get the double amount. Okay. Now the key to Wukong is duration and efficiency. You do want energy. You need energy. But duration and efficiency are the keys for this because of his powers. You want things to last as long as they can, and you want to be able to cast them a lot. Okay. Range, not all that important. Strength is useful, okay, but it's not critical. All right. So, a couple of things that we need. We definitely need flow because we need energy. All right, I'm going to stick that over here on that dash polarity. We don't have any primed versions of these things yet, so we won't be able to do anything about that. We definitely need continuity. Where is continuity? Let me look at my duration mods. There's our continuity. We definitely need continuity. Okay, all right. That takes care of a lot right there. Okay, flow and continuity are very important. The streamline will give us some efficiency. Let's go back to this. There's our streamline. It's another dash polarity. All right. At this point, okay, we're now looking for other things that could give us more duration and more efficiency if we have them. Okay, so let's take a look. Do we have? I don't think we have most of those. Duration. We have Augur Message. Augur Message is not a bad choice. It'll give us a little more. I'll stick that on here, and I will rank it up fully. Using up more of the credits that we have. All right. All right, so none of the rest of these are actual duration to skills. Okay, we have our Augur Message, but that's about it. We don't have a number of rarer mods that would be very useful for us to get. One of the things I plan to do later in this stream is start talking about how to get some of those mods. Equilibrium might give us, one of the other things we have an issue with is maintaining our energy. If you notice, we have something that drains 2.27 energy per second. We have 35. The most used ability we're going to use here is this Cloudwalker ability. On my main, I've got that up to 5 seconds. 3 seconds is not really good enough, but we will work with it. So we don't have a lot of drain. We can cast a lot of our stuff, okay? But we're going to be casting it very often, okay? So what do we got? We have, that's ability range. Equilibrium will give us some energy just from picking up health. Okay, I'm going to stick that on. I don't know if I'm going to, how much I'm going to rank that up because I want to see what other things we're going to put on there. We don't care about range. I don't think I'm going to worry about that. Okay. So let's see. Intensify would increase our strength. Now, our strength could be useful if, oh man, look at that. We could get a better health multiplier out of this, okay, with Intensify. Does Intensify reduce the health meter? Not really. We get a little bit of health when we're in our Cloudwalker. So that helps us heal while we're in there. The Intensify would get us a little more health per meter, but not significantly. Okay. The Defy is kind of an interesting thing. Basically, for a period of time, you become invulnerable, and anything that they use to attack you is stored during that period of time. Okay. And when that is done, okay, you get to give back that damage 4 times. Okay. So it's kind of at the end of the Defy. You're going to strike back for a huge amount of damage. Okay. And there's a meter for how much that is. The 4 on him is a basically he has an iron staff, and we'll have to mod that up, and he can do a lot of damage with that staff. I don't use it very often. Honestly, the main reason I have him, Defy is good for survivability. Celestial Twin is good for survivability because you now have 2 of you there. One who's doing ranged attack and one who's doing melee attack. So if you're doing melee, he'll do ranged, okay, and vice versa. All right. He will last for a period of time. I don't recall if there's a. I have to go look at that one. It's been a long time since I used him, but we'll see whether that makes much of a how long he actually stays around. He might stick around for as long as you have it up and running. So Wukong goes around with his twin a lot, and I guess maybe until he's killed, or until you're killed. All right. So at this point, we don't have a narrow-minded. We don't have, let's see, if we have anything else for range. No, not duration. Duration, I'm pretty sure nothing else increases our good duration. How about efficiency? Streamline's the only thing we have that has efficiency. So that's basically where we're going to have to be for right now. We've got 154 duration. Okay, that's going to give us that 3.8 seconds. We really want to get that up even higher. Okay, so now we can focus on survivability. All right, basic survivability. I can throw a redirection on here, and I can throw a vitality on here. So I've given him more health and more shield. I only have 6 left. Oh, I'm taking it back. I'm going to get rid of the vitality. I'm going to put my 3 Thieves Sword on here. Why did that not work? Oh, because I grabbed the wrong one. Thief Sword. I need to have something that I can spot loot crates while I'm in here. And Thief Sword is the best thing right now. But now we get to look at number 2 here. I'm going to just quickly go over here and click on this so that we can see that that's there. And then we can go back, so that's not giving us this thing. Now we have a new companion. We have Helios. Helios, because we have gotten the Sol battery widget for our synthesis scanners, we can now use Helios to scan everything, and we will. Now he comes with another weapon called Deconstructor. We're going to rank that up too. Deconstructor is worth ranking. We get mastery rank for both of these. Deconstructor is back. I want to upgrade. Deconstructor is a melee type of damage. Okay, it basically does melee damage. So right now the main things, if you look, he doesn't have any critical chance at all. He'll never critical. There is no point in putting critical onto Deconstructor at all. Okay, but putting pressure point on it will do more damage. And notice it's silent. That's important. He's good to bring into stealth missions because of that. And I can go ahead and if there's a status, do I really care about status on him? Status is 25. You can actually build him up into a decent attack for a companion by putting more status onto him. But I'm not going to do that. I could increase the status chance by 90% and bring that up to 47 if I wanted to. But it's just impact function slash. If I had some elemental damage, I might do that. Instead, what I am going to do is probably put that elemental damage on there. I'm going to put, let's see, we're going to be going into Infested. I'm trying to think. Oh, I don't even have enough for one of them. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Northwind on there and do Colt. And there's a chance we might cause a status effect, which will slow them out. That's going to slow things down just like our text did, but maybe not as good. Later, I'm going to put an Orkan reactor on this as well. Notice you can put Orkan. Oh, this is Catalyst. So you can put like a weapon. Oh, because it's weapon. You can put catalysts on the weapons. Now our companion Helios has targeting receptor, okay, and vacuum, and I think he does his scanning is an automatic. I can't recall off the top of my head. Oh, don't go away. Go away. All right. So targeting receptor allows it to attack targets with its glaive. Vacuum lets it do things. We need vacuum. We absolutely have to do that. I don't know why it is not ranked. Exit. Do I have a ranked vacuum? Oh, I have a ranked vacuum. I just don't have it equipped. There we go. Now, there's a lot we can do for him. Okay. If I look at our drain right now, rank these by drain? That is not ranking it by drain. Name, drain. That's much better. That tells me what I'm actually got available. I can give him more armor, which is useful, but armor's not as good for him. We want shield more than armor. So I'm going to put calculated redirection on him. Okay. Do we have any more good things here? We have assault mode, which will let him attack visible enemies. We have investigator. Oh, there it is. That's the one I was looking for. We definitely want investigator on here. Okay. And we want to rank that up. So now, anything within 50 meters that it sees, and that includes all of those soma cord things, the codex fragments, the frame fighter stuff, anything like that within 50 meters that it spots, it's going to scan. We'll also hear a sound when it does so, and it'll highlight it even if we can't see it from where we're at. Okay, so that is just the key thing. I'm going to stick this on our fourth one of those. Okay, and then let's see what we got in the way of other things. I have animal instinct. I don't have it. I can't put it on yet because I'm down to 5, but I am almost certainly going to put it on here, especially when I put an Orcan catalyst on here. So with 5 left. I'll put a basic metal 5. I don't know if it's even worth that. Sanctuary? Enhanced vitality. Extra health. Yes, we'll give it extra health. Okay. So, right now, that's what our unranked Helios will be. We'll obviously be able to put more on him when he's ranked. So I'm going to leave that. We now have our unranked those. We have our unranked Wukong. We still have weapons that we're ranking up. The only thing we're not ranking up is Broken War. We don't have enough focus to make any significant difference right now. But before I do it, I can't put a lens on him until he's 30. That's right. So, right now, the only thing we can use from him is his 1. We'll see how that works. And we're going to go make some money, because we need money. We need lots and lots of money. And we're going to go to our favorite money spot, which is Gabby. Now, remember, I have an affinity booster, so we're going to get double affinity. Plus, we're going to get the extra affinity from Gabby. So we should rank up faster than normal because of that. All right. So if I hit 1, I now have another guy here helping me.
The emergency life support I am delivering is your only chance for survival.
You see, it's already scanning things. It's scanning containers. It's scanning everything under the sun. And our 1 is up. We've got a guy with us. Let's see. Is anybody going in here? Nope.
Look for personal life support modules dropped by fallen enemies.
We're scanning everything, like I said. That's really the key here. Oh, and there's some focus for us, so we're going to go there. Now, that can be very distracting when you first start getting this, because it is scanning everything. And it's going to...
Life support on the way.
Man, where am I? Alright. There's a waypoint here for some reason. I'm not sure what the waypoint was for. But you can see we are ranking things up rapidly.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
Alright, let's go to one of these life support capsules and hang out there. There's one here. Wait, what was that? Our Helios is already rank 5. Okay. Yeah, you can see our guy is shooting while we're doing stuff. He's better at shooting than I am, to be honest. He can aim, unlike me. Of course, he's using a terrible weapon. Like, give him a decent gun and he'll do very nicely. Now we have our 2s available. I'm going to show you that really briefly. Let's go somewhere really quick. 2. Look at that. We have just climbed a whole lot of stuff very quickly in 3 seconds. We went up to the top. That's what our 2 does. And we will do that a lot. You can go through a map very, very fast with that 2. And since you're in cloud form, you can go up things without having to worry about jumping or anything like that. The other really useful thing about that 2 is you can go right through a enemy and not be spotted. You can go through lasers and they won't take damage and they won't detect you, which makes them ideal for penetrating spy vaults. You get his duration up, you can go through an entire mission in seconds. He's just that fast. Let's see, frame fighter character data was somewhere up here. Let's make sure we scanned it. We might have already scanned it for all I know. Now, there is a downside to Helios, which is... Oh, I probably scanned it already. It may take him a second to scan. There he goes. He's scanning it right now. The downside is you do not get any standing from Cephalon Samaris for things that are scanned by Helios. It's sad, but that is just the case. Man, look at all this stuff we've got lying around here. Oh, and if we look up on the map, we look up here, there is a room up here with another thing to scan. There we go. He did it automatically for us. So now we're going to fill up our codex much, much faster, which is always a good thing. Now we have our 3. If I run into a group, a big group, I might do something with that 3.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work. When you are ready, go to extraction.
It is down this way, and then over this way, and then up this way. We're going towards extraction. Now I can do this very quickly by going 2, and there we go. And I can easily miss things by doing that. Okay. Oh, I hit him too fast. Alright, let me show you something. We've got a bunch of things coming up this way. I'm going to turn off my 1, so I no longer have that, and I'm going to put on my 3. And now the first thing we hit... Actually, we have extra armor that's going to last for a bit, if you notice. Okay. And everything that we're hitting, I guess the first thing we hit we got more damage on. So that's a good useful thing to have, and our armor eventually goes away. So I'm withdrawing because that's my celestial twin. I didn't turn him off, I guess. Does he turn off? He doesn't turn off. So he's always with me. My celestial twin is always there. And he's doing a wonderful job of shooting everything here. What's he using? Oh, he's using the Penta. I forgot all about that. As you can tell, he's better at it than I am, by far. You gotta love... there are times when the NPCs are better at the game than you are, in some ways, if given a chance. Oh, and he even switches weapons. Even better. Wow, it's been a long time since I used Celestial Twin. So there we go. We just got a whole lot of ranking. We got 50,000 in credits. We got a bunch of Cephalon Suda stuff. Oh, and that reminds me, before we didn't get a chance, I haven't even gotten the Orc and Cell. Reminds me, I forgot to do something very important here. I did get that second Forma, which means now I can go in here and rank up this guy and spend that 50,000 I just got. But I can pick an Arcwing weapon component, which I'm not going to bother with, or a relic pack, and I'll pick the relic pack and redeem it, and it's going to get me a Neo, a Mezzo, and a Lith relic. We do need relics. It's always useful. And now he will continue to go up. We're a good way on our way there. We have 11,000. We're not going to quite get to the 70,000 today, but I should look. What does he need? I think he needed Aya, and we got a bunch of Aya. We will need a whole lot of credits. Okay, so once we get him up, we're going to need a whole lot of credits to continue going up. And what are we going to need for Arbiters of Hexus when that goes up? That one's going to need an Orcan Reactor. Oh my god. Well, that's a big sacrifice. We like Orcan Reactors, but I don't like spending them on this. The thing is, though, you only do it once. Only have to do it once. Makes me sad. All right, so we are going to go and do another Gabby mission with him. We've been ranking Wukong up very nicely. We're going to continue to rank him up very nicely. And we're going to continue to make money because we need the money. We really, really, really need the money. And I might just do a couple of these in a row. All right, one. There we go. There's my other guy. Is anybody around? I came in 2 minutes after this mission started. I may not stay past that 5-minute mark and see how much I make anyway. That might give us a better clue as to how much is coming from the bonus you get for doing one of these missions versus how much is actually just coming from everybody doing stuff. Whoa.
Support capsule.
Oh, there's a container here. I need to go over here and go down here. Okay, so there's nothing here. If we go over this way a little bit, you notice there are these little rooms up here that sometimes have stuff in them, but I don't see anything right now. All right. Yep, nothing else in here. Shall we go to the next room? Lots of things to loot in this room.
Prepare for life support.
As I said, Helios will spot everything for you. He's really good at that. Once everything's scanned, though, not so much.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Let's see, I got one more container over here. Somewhere. Oh, wow, that slowed me down a lot.
The operative has just made their first discovery.
Alright, so we're going to find extraction. And extraction is this way, so we hit R2. Steering with it, with that cloud, can sometimes be disoriented. Oh, I'm going to have to do that. I can see that. Alright. There is a way to make that better. Okay. He's going around and firing at things. It's just amazing. I've got a teammate. Like I said, I haven't used these two very much, but I think I'm going to use it more now that I'm actually seeing how it works again. It's been a long time since I used Wukong. I'd even forgotten he was useful for spy missions until I happened to be looking on my main account and saw that I had a loadout for him for spy missions. Oh. And there we go.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
We didn't rank up as much. We did still get 34,000 out of that for 3 minutes, 4 minutes and 45 seconds total. Not bad. Okay, we're going to go right into another one. Now I could say repeat mission, but I like to let everybody get out of the thing first, the squad first. So I'll usually come back to navigation and select it again. Now this may seem a little boring, and it is. You do need to do some farming every once in a while, but we're ranking up our Wukong, we're ranking up our weapons.
While a lone Tenno operative hunts for supplies.
Where is this? Oh.
A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound.
Yep. There is something down here, though. there's something below?
Fallen enemies
Oh, they're
will
just
drop
open
crucial life
things.
support.
Okay.
Be on the lookout.
Where is the... Oh, it's up this way. Get a nice little thing.
Get ready for a capsule. I've delivered a life support capsule to the area.
It's a good thing we don't have friendly fire against your allies. I would get in so much trouble if that was the case. And if I wanted to take up the shooting, he would start doing melee. So now you see he's going around killing things with a melee weapon. But I'm better at doing that than I am with the gun, so... That's... Ooh, there's more stuff to loot up here.
Life support on the way.
8. Ah, there's these two in here. My apologies for that. Oh, we have a focus orb. I gotta get that. Somewhere in here. Or we had a focus orb. Somebody saw frame fighter character data and marked it for it. That was nice of them. We don't have to do that.
Additional
It's
life
easy to
support
do.
has
If it's easy to do, go for it. All you need to do is point to it and hit your, I think it's G, to put a waypoint down. And there's an Orkin cell. So even better. Now those will show up on the radar though. So it's less important to mark things like that, but like if we were in a mission, say in where we getting things that don't get marked automatically, like tellurium or something like that, because Orkin cells also get marked. What the heck is that? And that's even more. I want one of those. What is that? Worm Prime something. Pepe was here. That's Worm. Okay. I don't think I've seen it like that before. That's impressive. I like that. I want one. I probably have one on my main account and don't even remember it. That has always been... That's the problem when you're away for 6 years, is you do so many things and then you forget about them over 6 years, and then you have to remind yourself of what on earth those things were. Anything interesting here? A couple of containers.
The operative has just made their first discovery.
And we are done for this run.
Extraction is available if you need
Where are we going? We're going that way. 2. Oh, and I didn't make the change I was going to make. Ooh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Where am I going? You can get caught on things. There we go. Where are we going? I don't even know where I'm at. Oh, there we are. Oh, I've been hitting myself. Fine. I am not a fan of that particular weapon. I'll just say that. I'm sure it could be modded up to be a better weapon, but the Penta is not making me thrilled with it right now.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
All right, we got 2 more Orkin cells. We're going to need those because we need to build more Forma, obviously. We're almost done with the Penta and the Sestra. Thank goodness. Wow, we are... I think we're maxed out on our... no, we aren't quite maxed out on our standing. But look at that. We are within a days of going up the next rank in Cephalonsuda. That can be very, very effective. I haven't even looked at what we've got right now in terms of dailies or anything like that. Let me take a quick look. Still got Riven Slivers to go. We don't have the new war yet. We can't get the helmet anytime soon. Kill 3 drones or ospreys with your melee weapon. If we go into a Corpus mission, we'll probably do that. And I probably will go into a Corpus mission just to do that at some point. But we need more money. Actually, how much money do we have right now? 154. I need another 100,000 at least to go get that Cypher times 10 blueprint. So 2, maybe 3 more missions of Gabby. Now, due to unusual situations, I'm actually going to be streaming again tomorrow during the day. Oh, Orkin cell right there, I believe. Isn't that wonderful?
You must provide cover
Yep.
for a lone Tenno operative. Set off the alarms and keep the infested busy. A steady stream of toxic spores
Hi.
is being released into the area.
Twin, come on out.
Emergency life support is inbound.
Hey, did I miss any containers over here? We can't have that happen. There might be some stuff around here. Oh, wow.
Fallen
There are 2
enemies
ways to
deliver
go.
crucial life support.
That's unusual.
Be on the lookout.
One of these is a dead end, one of them is not. I'm guessing this is the dead end. Yeah. Alright. Hello. Oh, an Iatan. So before I take this, I'm going to hit G and put a waypoint on it so that other people can grab it. And then I'm going to grab it. Okay. I don't know if they'll be able to see it, but just in case. I don't know if everybody can pick it up or not with an Iatan. It's been a long time. And there's a waypoint down here for something. So let's go see what that's about.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
It's over this way. 80 some meters. Another working cell. Get our focus orb. Oh, and we've got our 4 open. Now, our 4 we haven't done... Oh, I don't even know if I ranked up my Iron Staff. I gotta find some enemies. We're gonna waypoint that and get rid of that. There's another Orkin. So now that we've got our 4, I'm gonna try it.
Capsule.
Wow, that is like a very weird thing. All right, I see a riven sliver somewhere. I think I might have just grabbed it. Yes, I did. And I don't even think I had modded that Iron Staff. I have to do that next time we get a chance to come in. Alrighty. Running out of things to kill. We gotta find some stuff. But they get stuff here. They left some container stuff here. Oh, there's the exit. So I don't even have to go very far. Our Helios is almost max ranked. Well, I don't know if anybody's gone down here and seen whether there's anything back here, which there is. Let's see. There's a container over here. We'll clear that out. There's a couple of containers up here. Oops.
The raid is off to a successful start. When you need it, extraction is ready.
I like the fact that the Celestial Twin basically stays. That's nice. Although he might be a problem in spy missions. I could see that. If if he goes off and does things that set off alarms while you're sneaking in.
Another job well executed.
Alright, so everything but Wukong itself is at max rank. From just those missions, we got another 44,000, and we got an Iatan out of it. So I'm pretty thrilled with that too. And a Riven Sliver. So let's go do another one of those, but I'm going to change out our weapons. We still have stuff that we can level up, I think. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is look at this. We have all this extra space now. I'll stick a I don't even know if I need the vitality on him. Hunter Adrenaline? That could be useful. We do have, well, I don't know. Boy, there's a lot of, I have no idea what to do with him without the right mods. Augur Message is already on.
Sometimes Ordis likes to assume he knows nothing. Nobody can learn what they think they already know.
Bleed out reduction. We haven't even hit his passive yet, which is if he would take fatal damage, he survives anyway, up to 3 times in a mission. At the higher levels of missions, that will become very important. But let's give him more survivability. That's pretty much all I can do right now is something like that. I could increase his armor, but I'm going to increase his health. Okay. So now he's got a lot more survivability. I may increase equilibrium a couple of ranks. Throw a couple of ranks into that. I don't know if I want to spend a lot in it yet. But you can see we have 4, 8. I could max out both of these mods and still easily be in here. I could take away the equilibrium and put on a steel fiber pretty easily and give him more armor. He's already got decent armor. Until we get the better mods that we're looking for, which may take a while, I don't see any need to do much more with him right now. Now, the Penta, I want to get rid of that. There's a Burston here. The Burston is, it's a unranked, really simple, no mastery rank required weapon, which means it's not going to be very impressive. As you can see, it has very little critical chance. It has 18% status chance, which is not much, and it does so little damage that I'm not certain even the Serration will bring it up to anything useful. But if I put maybe some cryo rounds on there, that'll help a lot. That's pretty much all I can stick on it right now. So we will take the unranked Burston. Do I have any remaining unranked secondaries? No. But it might be time for me to go in and swap out the Broken War for the Redeemer. We're at a high enough level that I can do that with our we've got a pretty survivable Warframe right now.
Your chosen Warframe suits
Now the
you.
Redeemer, do we have a stance for it? I believe we do. We have High Noon. It came with it. Okay. And I'm going to go and go 1, 2, 3 to max that out. Okay. All right. And then the rest of this is basically, it looks like status is its better thing. So, you know, that's a good use for Carnus Mandible. It increases our slash considerably and our status at the same time. Pressure point will always increase damage. Okay. We're actually getting into a decent damage here. Not great, but decent. It does have an Oracle cell on it. You can tell that because it's starting off over 30. Let's see. Its attack speed is slow, so I might throw some Fury on there to bring it up to average. And then maybe I could give it more status chance. I bring it up to 55 status chance, but I think at this level we're better off throwing on a couple of let's see, gas I don't think is the right thing for this. I think we want viral. No, we want not gas. What am I thinking? Corrosive, no. Magnetic, no. I want blast. Where's my I think blast is the right thing. It's infested on Deimos. Wait, so heat and toxin is gas. Heat and cold, shocking is radiation. That's what I was looking. Nope. Nope. Heat and cold is blast. Okay. Cold and electricity are magnetic. Toxin and electricity is corrosive. Cold and toxin is viral. I thought there was one that did infested in general. I think it's just heat. It may just be heat. In which case blast is probably my best bet. So I'll do blast with that. And so now we're doing a decent amount per hit. And we're going faster with the Fury. And we'll see how it does. So we got a Redeemer, we got Wukong, we got a Burstin, we'll swap out our Sestra for a slightly better weapon. I like the Kunai just because he's probably going to need it in the future. And is there anything more we can throw on Wukong? I think we pretty much maxed what we can do with him until we get... I mean, I could increase these a bit, but I need the money more than I need the mod. So, let us go and get some more money. And from the sound, we're already in. One.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy me more time.
Oh, that is an interesting stance. You can see that in between slashes he shoots, kind of randomly. I hadn't ever used, I think, that stance, because the last time I had it, I didn't have the stance. Wow. Could use more, This is what you are. Oh, I almost have my first Soma chord tune. I will be very happy when I finally get that, because then I can have some music in the orbiter. And that is actually probably the most played tune I have for the Soma chord.
Another life support capsule is now available.
I don't even know where my guy is. Oh, he's here. He's just wandering around. That is a very loud stance, too. I'm just going to say. Now, you can fire it manually just by hitting the middle button. I'm doing it accidentally by just swinging repeatedly. Oh man, that is a very loud stance, I'm just saying. Holy smokes. Let's see. Oh, we had a pause there. That's a sign of possible network issues with our whoever is hosting. Wait, I missed one. How did I miss a container? And there's a container up here too. You gotta get all the containers if you can. There's something to scan.
Our operative is making progress.
All right.
Our cause. When you need it, extraction is ready.
Now, when you're in your cloud form, you can't really interact with anything. So just be aware of that. What are you using as a gun?
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
There's another 33,000. I got our bursting. Oh, the bursting. No wonder it's so terrible as a gun. Yeah. Sometimes you have to rank up even the bad weapons because there's so many poor weapons in the game as well. But you need the mastery rank. You really do. So it is worth ranking them up. If you don't want them later on, feel free to get rid of them. Some of them, however, I will warn you, some of them late in the game, well, mid-game really, and mid-game is a long, long ways away, there are ways to enhance some weapons. And some of the weapons that were previously kind of mediocre become very impressive with those. So that's why we want to keep them around as long as we can. So I'm going to do another mission like that, one more. That should probably get us close to our money needs for tonight. And then we can focus on some other things. All right.
A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life
Don't
support
forget to
is
put out my
back.
buddy. I like the Redeemer.
Life support module
The
is
Redeemer's
trapped by
flexibility. I
fireworks.
really don't like the stance, I don't think. The stance makes it kind of awkward. It interrupts my my normal flow of melee. Where are we going? Where is this first thing? It must be this way. Oh, yeah. I'm not used to having... Oh, that's not even a door.
Tenno.
That's unusual.
Life support.
There is, however, a mod up here, which we'll come look at, or not a mod, but a container. And then there's probably a couple over on this side, it looks like. Yep. And then over here we got one.
I've delivered a
There's some
life
stuff
support
down
capsule to the area.
here.
Activating it will buy you more time.
Got an Orkin cell out of something there. I'd have marked it if I'd seen it. I mean, if I really wanted to go do some interesting things, it wouldn't be hard to do it. So while this approach takes longer to rank things up than Sanctuary Onslaught, you do have the advantage of being able to make money while you're doing it, unlike Sanctuary Onslaught where you don't really make any money.
For a capsule.
And Orkin cells. Always useful getting Orkin cells. They're useful for a lot of things. And this is one of the few places to reliably pick them up.
Additional life support has arrived.
If only I could get my Celestial Twin to open all these containers for me. That would be so much easier. There's one there that I haven't opened yet. Okay. And then this way we've got a couple somewhere in the back. There is a companion mod that will do that for you. For certain companions. Oh, looks like I found the exit. see. There are a few things that are right off the edge here.
Our operative is making progress. This will help our cause.
Okay, well, we're
Extraction
here.
is available if you need it.
So I'll set up first traction. I don't even think we've come close to taking damage, much less. So we're doing pretty good. He's a very survivable frame, Wukong is, which is good because sometimes you want to send him in alone in a very dangerous situation, which we might do later tonight. Although it's 10 o'clock, I don't know how late I'm going to go. But I do want to start in on the next segment once we have our money for ciphers. Tomorrow I'll be showing you how to use them in spy missions. I'm not going to do that
Another
tonight.
life support capsule is now available.
Aww.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Got another 34,000 on that, and we still haven't maxed them out. Another orc and sell. That's good. Okay, so how much do we have? Not really enough. I'm going to do one more. Because while I can get it, I can't build anything. Oh, we got a full house on this one.
Life support incoming.
Oh, this is, I think, where the entrance is. Yep, this is, but nobody even looted in here.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Where is that? I'm right on it. Oh, it's right there. There we go. Okay. Let's go back and hook up with the crew. This container over here. Ooh. Oh, there's still something up here. Yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of the stance mod, but the gun, the blade can be useful. There's a lot of stuff around here that I'm missing.
The operative has just made their first
All
discovery.
right, and we're out of
Keep up
here.
the good work. When you are ready, go to extraction.
And it looks like everybody else is extracting too.
Another job well executed.
I am not quite finished with Wukong yet. However, I do need to take a 15-minute break. I'm going to stop streaming. I'll continue again at 10:30, and I will be back when that happens. So don't go away. My stream will be back on in 15 minutes. Talk to you later.